at Pink Zebra Home. Lots of good stuff happening today. So come on in and come hang out. It looks like I've got one watching over on TikTok so far. We're linking up all of the things, getting it all going. You guys, today I have so many amazing recipes. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do some blending. Yesterday's vault show was absolutely incredible. I think I have Insta up there in my office too. So much fun, so many amazing fragrances. So we're going to take some of those scents and we're going to make some great blends with them as you come on. As always, hashtag newbie if you are new to me, if you've ever never hung out with us before. I want to hear from you in the comments, definitely. And I'm going to silence my phone and get it going and see what we're doing today. Hi, Julie. Happy Friday to you. Are you having a good Friday? Hopefully you are. What you guys doing today? What do you guys got going on? Hey, Shane and Stewart. What's up? What's that?
IG's good.
Good. Awesome. Lots of good stuff today. Hi, Claudia. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to give a few minutes so some people can come on in because we got lots, like I said, lots to talk about today. It's going to be a great day of blending and then some. I have a blending board that has 10 recipes up on it. So I put together 10 for you today. And then I will be posting that after this live today. But I want to say that I have like 15 here. So that means I'll tell you which ones that you want to write down. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yes, I have 15 blends that we're going to do. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the show yesterday. So many amazing things. There was so many good stuff. Hi, Lisa. Ready to see the awesome blends? I have a ton. We're probably gonna just dive right on in. So I will tell you that whenever I give you one, like I said, that's not on the board, then you're gonna want to write it down, just so you guys know. Because I put together 5 extra ones this morning just because I like you guys. Hi, Susan. Good to see you today. Lots of stuff. So in case you missed it, yesterday we had an incredible vault launch. It was filled with all kinds of great throwback fragrances that we haven't seen in a while. That is exactly what we do on the vault show. My absolute favorite. You love the vault show? Good. It was really good, wasn't it? What'd you guys grab from it yesterday? Just out of curiosity. I have most of them behind me. If I didn't put together a recipe, then I think some of them I might not have. But I have majority of those fragrances I have behind me. So I want to know what y'all bought. What did you guys love? Hi, Heidi. What was your favorite? I know Nuts for Apples was definitely pretty popular. Cashmere Cedar made a return. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Caitlin. Cashmere Cedar made a return. Yes, so good. You missed Vanilla and White Sage. Yeah, so, fun fact about those vault shows. Well, I mean, it's not really super fun, but I'm going to tell you the truth, is that once you see something, you want to grab it because they're always while supplies last on the cartons that we launched and then some. So always keep that in mind. I know there was one fragrance that didn't last very long, unfortunately, but there's still a lot of really great things available and up for sale. So we are definitely, I wish I knew, Jennifer. I would say just continue to keep checking back. Hopefully they will restock really soon. Sour Apple was exciting for you? Good, yes. Cashmere Cedar, I know. Pumpkin Spice Latte, hey Kara. In a carton, yeah. Pumpkin Spice Latte, still available in bags. I mean, so, that's the thing. A lot of this stuff is still available in bags. I pulled out 2 fragrances that we're going to talk about here in just a second. I'm going to grab a third that I'm going to mix with. So this was Fireside Vanilla. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to just talk all about fragrance. This is a total blending show. I have 15 blends. We're going to get to it. If you guys have questions, just ask. All right, first up, you placed an order again. Ooh, what'd you buy? That's awesome. There's some good stuff. All right. Nuts for Apples, probably one of the most, I honestly think this one, I was so shocked because I wanted to see what y'all were buying. So this morning I looked to see kind of what was going. And this one was a number 1. I thought it would be Cashmere Cedar, but this scent, yesterday I talked about how much I love this one. And I think it's because it's just such a gorgeous apple fragrance. Notes of crisp apple, sugar, caramel, drizzle. So very, very pretty. This is Nuts for Apples, made a return, I believe, in bag and in carton. And then Cashmere Cedar, which I teased that it made a return too. Really, really good. Cozy Cashmere, Crystallized Amber, and then Wormwoods. So we're going to take the 2 of those, and then I'm going to throw in some Fireside Vanilla, which is one of my absolute favorite fragrances to blend from. Definitely a must for your fragrance arsenal for the winter and the fall. Fireside Vanilla, Smoky Vanilla Bourbon, and Woody Cologne. I am calling this one Orchard Fireside. I think that's a good name. I think I named it well. So Orchard Fireside. Anything that I am blending today, I have an entire list pinned. So if you're watching over there on pinkzebra.com, you can add to cart as you're watching with me as we're blending together. So definitely you can kind of watch and shop as we go. As always, there's so many things I want to tell you guys too. There's some, so glad Cashmere Cedar's back. I know. Ask questions. If you have questions or want to know kind of what I'm doing, what I'm blending, all you got to do is ask. I'm an open book. And Fridays, I think we started this like last Friday. I thought, you know what? I will just continue to blend as my little heart desires on Fridays. We're going to have we might have extra long. So you might be in for a extra long blending show today. Just depends. I think this is fantastic. I love this. All right. Nuts for Apples, Cashmere Cedar, and then Fireside Vanilla. Anytime I can blend an apple and a wood fragrance together, and then what I think is so awesome with this fragrance is that the Fireside Vanilla just adds a warmth to it. So very, very pretty. Yeah, that velvety peach is good, Raylan. I'm glad you ordered it. You were asking about that yesterday, about a peach fragrance. We should do something with that one today too. I think, I do have a recipe for it. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys a recipe for that. All right, so here we have it, Orchard Fireside. What do you guys think? Hi, Marie. How are you today? Good to see you. Lots of good stuff. Wow, I like that. I like apple and wood. I like the two combined. I just think that's a nice balance. Cashmere Cedar, there was a lot of excitement around that one when it made a return back into the line. So there's your first blend of the day. When you place an order, you have a good chance of getting one of these bags. I sent out a ton from yesterday's show, so some of you will be getting these in your packages. It's good stuff. We need apple and mahogany. That was good too. Hi, Belinda. I loved apple and mahogany. That was really pretty. But you know what I loved about yesterday too, though, is that, and we're gonna pull some of these fragrances out. Autumn Picnic is my next one. I'm actually gonna pull out that velvety peach. Ooh, I'm excited to make this one. Okay, is that I was smelling some of them, and I think it was this one. Yes, yesterday, and we put this out. This is Acorn Spice and Leaves, made a return on yesterday's show. I forgot how awesome this fragrance was, and I was like, legit, like as I was talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, like I loved it, and so I went back to it this morning, and I'm like, obviously when I'm reading the notes off, what is it that draws me in? And anytime any fragrance has amber, and that is at the very tail end of this, such a beautiful fall fragrance. There's a little bit of romance to this fragrance. It's very pretty. It's very perfect for the upcoming season. So we'll do some blending with that here after a while. But I had to giggle at myself a little bit because I was like, man, I really forgot how awesome that one was. So we're going to talk about Autumn Sunflower. That one became available actually on the last PZTV. But now it's available for purchase for everybody. And then Velvety Peach. So somebody asked me, you wish we had Smell-O-Vision? All you gotta do is ask. I'll do my best at describing. Hi, Julie. How are you today? Alrighty. You want to smell it. All right. So we're going to talk about Autumn Sunflower. We have Fall Leaf, amber wood with some smooth white floral. This made its way into the line on last Tuesday's primetime show, I believe, in a blend bash. So it's available now for purchase. So if you missed out on it or you didn't grab that blend bash, you can grab it now because it launched on the Vault show. Super excited for that one. And then the other fragrance that made its return back into the line was actually a Paisley. Oh, thank you, Christina. A Paisley Pick. This is Velvety Peach. Velvety Peach is a really pretty peach. Actually, Ashley said this was her favorite. Very, very, very pretty. Notes of smooth peach, golden pineapple, and Anjou pear. It's not an overkill on the peach fragrance. I think that's kind of why I like it too, is that it's definitely something that I feel like could take you all the way from now through the fall. So definitely even a really, really pretty fragrance. You love amber too? I know, I do too. I do too. All right, the third fragrance that we're gonna put in with this is some Simply Lemon. So I'm calling this one Autumn Picnic, right? Simply Lemon. Simply Lemon's gonna add, we've talked about lemon so much. It's gonna add your freshness to this, right? So you have a little bit of a floral smell with the autumn sunflower, just a little bit. But we're gonna pull it all together. So this is for some of you that are like a good, just an overall nice, refreshing fragrance. Not overly, no cinnamons, not heavy on the pumpkins or the apples. No offense, I love my pumpkins and apples. But this is a different fragrance, a different blend. I kind of wanted to give you guys some different ones just to try. So we're gonna just see what happens. All right, so we got Autumn Sunflower, Velvety Peach, and then Simply Lemon. Simply Lemon is one that you want to purchase. It's a part of our signature line. I will tell you that anytime that you blend with lemon, then it just lemon adds fresh. Absolutely that gorgeous, fresh fragrance. This is so pretty. Okay, and it definitely is one, what is the name of the last recipe? Orchard Fireside. I'm calling this one Autumn Picnic. And it's fantastic. That lemon is the perfect amount. So we're gonna, but I wanna put in maybe another scoop of the these two right here and then see what happens after that. You're waiting for the PZTV on Tuesday? Taryn, it is so good. That's really good, guys. Autumn Picnic. So probably something that would be maybe a little bit outside of the box. If you know what I mean, like what I mean by fragrance box is like we always have, I think what I would call my comfort zone for blending. I know what I like and then I like kind of stick to that. And this is definitely a fragrance blend here that I would not, I obviously paired it together, but that I wouldn't think to pair together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like yes, I am going to post a board today. I promise you. I have a board. It's got 10 recipes on it. So we will be posting that today. So just definitely something I think that it's not within the norm, which is why I think this one is intriguing, so to speak. You could do all kinds of stuff. If you wanted to add a different fragrance to that, you could, but that's really pretty by itself. So Autumn Picnic. Autumn Picnic. What do you think? All right. Thank you. Yeah, we will be. We'll be posting the blends today. I have the board. It has 10 fragrances. I'll be posting that after the live, but there will be some that will not be on the board. So if you stick around, that's the benefit of sticking around the whole time. We got lots of stuff to talk about today too, because I got to tell you guys, there's some exciting things coming down the pipeline. In case you missed it, there's some really exciting things. Next week is going to be so much fun. Lots of good stuff. So let me just hint to you that if you've been thinking about the Pink Zebra opportunity, meaning if you want to come aboard and join our family, next week would be a good time to pay attention, right? And if you know, right? Did somebody do away? Nope. I almost did away with my marker. Okay, next one we're going to talk about is Caramel Fig Bliss. Okay, Caramel Fig Bliss. We're going to Yes, we do have Flannel Blanket still. Definitely, if you are looking for Flannel Blanket, it is definitely there. So definitely go over and grab it. Okay, looks like I had a little bit of a hiccup, so we are back. Caramel Fig Bliss. Frosted fig and amber, very, very pretty. Notes of warm amber, harvested fig, and freesia. I smell perfume in this, and it's the freesia. Very, very pretty fragrance, okay? And then I'm going to come in with some nuts for apples, okay? Little intriguing here. This is going to be out of the box, okay? And then the third fragrance I'm going to give you is Ghostly Marshmallow, which is going to kind of warm this up. So again, very different blend here. Yes, there is. And you know what the price is going to be on it? Obviously, it's $1. Starts next week. So if you've been thinking about it, definitely next week is the time to join our family. $1. Hey Shannon, I don't know what happened over on the Book of Faces, so we're back. We are back. I see your comment, girl. Hopefully everything is good. Let me know if you are watching. If you're watching over on Facebook, let me know if everything is good. Yeah, so it's a $1 join special. It's gonna like happen next week. I won't tell you. So if you've been thinking about joining, definitely do. I mean, it doesn't get any better than $1, right? Definitely. Hi, Judy. Hi, Lisa. All right. So we're going to do a blend. It looks like, are we doing okay still on Facebook? I don't know why I lost that. All right. So we're going to go in with some nuts for apples. And then I'm going to go in. All right. Hold on just a minute. That is not what I wanted. That was the wrong live. Time out for a second, my friends. Hold tight. All right, I am not live on Facebook. Did I lose everybody on Facebook? I'll believe it when I see it. Well, I'll tell you, it's going to happen. What day? Hey, what's up? All right, let me see here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to see if I am on the website. If you are watching from pinkzebrahome.com, hopefully, is everything still good? Let's see here. Pink Zebra. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm still showing up. Looks like I'm still there. Okay, we just don't have Facebook. Alrighty. Okay, sorry. So we've got 3 different blends. I'm gonna, let's see. You're here. Facebook's not working. I know. I could probably go back in there and reboot it. If you guys would give me just a second, what are the notes for nuts for apples? I'll read those here in just a second. I'm going to see if I can get Facebook to reboot. Hold tight. Okay, sorry about that, my friends. I do not know what's happening with the Facebook today. I lost the connection, so I don't know. We may just not be on the Book of Faces. I lost connection with Facebook, and I'm just not. It's not today.
Quiet.
Yeah, I know.
All of a sudden,
well,
I was
it's
like,
okay.
Wait a minute, what's happening?
It
might be that storm.
It's probably what is happening. So sorry about that, friends. We're going to continue on blending. So I am putting together. I think it's in there.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Did it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Side note. Yes, there is a storm rolling in. It was actually whenever I hopped on, it was crazy stormy. So you're on here with me. Okay. So if you're watching over on pinkzebrahome.com, that's a great place to go. Or on the TikTok, I can see a bunch of people. This is a great blend, my friends. All right, so I had to digress a little bit. Pink Zebra Home was out when I came in, but it's good now. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be Bamboozer acting up on me, I think, maybe. All right, so I've got 3 fragrances here. This third fragrance that I have, this is Ghostly Marshmallow. If you love, hi Mary. If you love a good solid marshmallow fragrance, this is definitely for you. As always, it's a great fragrance to have, like to be as part of your mixing arsenal. Read comments. Okay, hold tight just a second, Steph. How many cartons do you get for $1? There are no products in it. There will be more when you just join for $1. You don't get any products. But there'll be more on that next week. So if you've been thinking about joining, it's definitely a good time to join because it's a book. But here's what you could do. You could join for $1. This is what I would do. And then I get to take my money that I would have spent on the kit. This is my girl mathing. And I get to buy what I want. That's what I would do. Definitely. Had to switch from Facebook. You know what? I don't know what happened over there on Facebook. I'm sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Write this one down. Okay. Caramel Fig Bliss. This is fantastic. So what is happening here? Nuts for apples. Somebody was asking me about the fragrance notes. Crisp apple sugar caramel drizzle. That it has just 2. It is like the perfect fall apple. Obviously you have your gourmand here with your nuts for apples and then your ghostly marshmallow. But then if you throw that frosted fig in there, that just elevates it to another level. And I feel like it might be pulling a little bit more of the fig out of that. It's really good. That's really, really pretty. It's not perfumey. It's more, this fragrance is probably a little bit more of, I would say gourmand. Wow. Caramel Fig Bliss. Do this one. Do yourself a favor. Okay, my friends. Hi, Sabina. What are you doing? I see you, girl. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Susan. What was the name of that one? That was Caramel Fig Bliss. All right. We're going to go in and do another blend with that Acorn Spice. So this next one I know I'm going to love. I feel like I can blend about anything with pumpkin bread. And I'm hooked. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this Acorn Spice and Leaves. This is a 2 fragrance blend. And then I'm gonna pull in the best fall fragrance in my opinion ever. Pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread right there is good stuff. Let's see here. I'm just making sure I'm not missing out on anything. Join for $1, then start your own party. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly what you should do. And that starts next week. I'm not going to tell you when, but stay tuned. You never know when. This one I'm calling Fresh Harvest. So 2 different fragrances here. Pumpkin bread is an OG fragrance. It is just incredible. It smells delicious. It's spiced pumpkin clove with warm cinnamon. It does not get any better than pumpkin bread. And we are going to take this amazing Acorn Spice and Leaves, which has notes of warm wood, spiced nuts, and sweet amber. And we're going to blend the 2 of these together. I'm going to promise you this is going to make your nose happy. This is a it fragrance. Do this one. Do yourself a favor and blend this up. So pumpkin bread. And then I've got a little bit of this Acorn Spice and Leaves. We're going to blend the 2 of these together. Well, what if I can't come in with my French almond croissant? You know what? I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah. Okay. I knew this would make me happy. I love both of these. I love this one here. I'm telling you, don't snooze on that one. That one made a return to the vault. That's good stuff. This is so simple. Like, this is such a simple blend, but it's absolutely fabulous. It is. I love it when that happens. I definitely do. Thank you, Sabina, for the shares. We're working to see if we can get up the Book of Faces. I do apologize for that. I'm not exactly sure what happened over there, so definitely stay tuned if you're wanting to watch from there. But if you're good, where you're at, I mean, just hang out with where you're at.
Okay, so we are going to just turn that iPad into your Facebook Live today.
Okay, we can do that. Cool. Well, we're going to fix it. Can I show the acorn? Yeah. All right, Acorn Spice and Leaves. Notes of warm woods, spiced nuts, and sweet amber. And that is 100% why I love it. That's that amber at the very tail end. This is a beautiful fall fragrance. It's not like, I think by itself, it would be perfect to do just by itself. But it's very bakery when it's mixed in with this pumpkin bread. This is wonderful. Definitely a wonderful fragrance. So, all right, looks like she's going to see if she can get the Facebook up and running on the iPad. So hold tight. You've never had pumpkin bread? It is delicious, Kat. Yeah, it's one of my absolute faves. Pumpkin bread is pumpkin bread and flannel blanket. Those are my 2 fall favorites. I mean, they both always make a return, you know, so they're just definitely really good. All right. We're going to keep on going. Next up, I'm going to give you a more of a fresh fragrance. This is called Pear and Prosecco. Isn't that fun? That's so fancy. Pear and Prosecco. We're going to grab this green apple sour. This made its way into the line yesterday. I am going to blend with vanilla and white sage. For some of you that were lucky and grabbed it, you got in on it. Now, what could you do if you don't have this? Ghostly Marshmallow would be a nice replacement. Amaretto Cream would be a nice replacement. Either one of those would be perfect in here. But this is Pear and Prosecco. I wanted to make it because this is exactly how I had designed it to smell. So this has got basically a French vanilla fragrance. If you've smelled it before, you know how pretty it is. Very, very pretty. And then we're going to take this velvety peach and we're going to mix in a little bit of this green apple sour. So this is called Pear and Prosecco. You need the green apple. It should still be available on the website, I think. The green apple is. So if you head over there, you should be able to see it there. Or if you're watching actually from pinkzebrahome.com, I have this link. Most of those products are linked up. Let me see here. Oh, I love it, Val. I love that. All right. So over on the website right now, well, I don't love it that he has asthma, but they're talking about the fact that they, on pinkzebrahome.com, somebody said, that she has a customer whose husband is not able to do wax melts. However, he has no issue with Pink Zebra products. We love hearing that. Of course, we hear that quite a bit. So definitely. Does it smell vanilla? Okay, it does, except for this one sold out yesterday. So that's what I was saying. I definitely still wanted to give it some love. But if you wanted to replace it, you could replace it with like a marshmallow. The Ghostly Marshmallow would be a good replacement. Or Amaretto Cream. You need the green apple. Okay, this is incredible. The two of these together, very, very pretty. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I want you guys to know, like, my personal opinion. Obviously, we all have different noses. Green apple sour is a very tart fragrance, right? So if I was putting this in my home, which I have several times, I've mixed this with another apple. I want to take the tartness down with this fragrance. It's one of those that I feel like for me, I need to do that. But I have a lot of people that love this fragrance just by itself. But your fragrance notes are tart green apple, anjou pear, and sparkling prosecco. It's very tart. So in my opinion, I like it mixed. It's beautiful, like right here. In this, definitely yes. Yes, green apple. You like the strong fruits then. You like Citrus Crush. That's definitely one of my favorites. That's also another really good strong fruit smell. But I just think it's a really pretty blend right here as it is. I'm going to show you the colors too. It's really pretty. Look at those colors in there. Isn't that great? Definitely one that you should do so. Debbie says, I have allergies and asthma and I have no problem with the sprinkles. Yay, absolutely. Hi, Tracy. What is up? How are you? Good to see you guys today. Yeah, Sabina says, buy all the things. You won't be sorry. There's definitely some really, really great fragrances on the website right now. We launched so many yesterday. Tell you what, crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my goodness, this next one I'm really excited about. I put together so many different ones yesterday, so y'all are in for a treat today. I was just kind of mixing in my own little area. We're going to pull out a paisley pick that made a return on yesterday's show. This is called Rustling Leaves and Bark. And then I'm going to pull in two other fragrances. I've got Cashmere Cedar, which also made a return. And then my second, or I would say it's a tie, Flannel Blanket is absolutely wonderful. Somebody was asking about this one over on pinkzebrahome.com. It's available now, so go grab it definitely while you can. All right. So this one I'm calling Sweater Weather Woods. We made this one on yesterday's show. Oh my goodness. All right. So, so pretty. If you are a lover of like woodsy, comforting, and this has a fall smell to it, this would be right up your alley. You're getting there.
No, Dana said that we want to be live on
absolutely.
Facebook, so
thank you for that.
I said it'll take me just a second and we can do it.
All right. So Sweater Weather Woods. Cashmere Cedar, Flannel Blanket, and Rustling Leaves and Bark. Definitely. Yes, one of your favorites. I have allergies. Yes, I know. Holly, you placed an order. What allergy did you buy? I love to hear it. Lots of good stuff. All right, so we're going to come in with this Cashmere Cedar. This is definitely one to get. I'm going to tell you right now. And then I'm also going to add in a little bit of this rustling leaves and bark. I'm going to read you the notes in this one. I talked about it yesterday, but I think what makes this fragrance so pretty is the applewood. Applewood, well, a lot of it. Applewood mahogany with some fig leaves. Very pretty fragrance. Was a Paisley pick, was very popular. And then the third fragrance that we're going to add is Flannel Blanket. Okay, all three of these combined. This is Sweater Weather Woods. Trust me on this one. You're going to want to make this one a lot. You're going to need to grab this. This is a must-have, that cashmere cedar. Both of these actually are great for the fall. Love it. I'm going to go one more scoop of that Flannel Blanket. Let's see what happens. That's perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Sometimes I go equal parts with my recipes. If I give it to you, I'll always specify if I want you guys to go a little heavier on fragrance. You know, fun fact about blending, you know, obviously it's up to us. I mean, if I feel like something needs to be stronger with cinnamon, then all I do is I add that in. It's like whatever you want it to be, it will be. Okay?
All right, you ready?
That's exactly correct. Yes, I'm ready. We good? We're getting it, right? Okay. So this is Sweater Weather Woods. Definitely you want it. Yeah, go order, Bonnie. I tell you what, actually all of these bags can be added to cart because these two launched yesterday. I don't know if there still are any cartons left of cashmere cedar. My guess would be no, because there weren't a ton. But I know there's a lot of bags. So definitely go grab it because it's available right now. All right. So we're going to put that aside for now, and I'm going to continue on blending a little bit more. Next up, I have Cozy Leaf Pile. So we're going to leave this Rustling Leaves and Bark. I'm going to leave this one out, and then I'm going to come in with a couple other fragrances. So I want to tell you that I am going to use this Vanilla and White Sage. I didn't realize it would sell out as quickly as it did. However, if you grabbed it, that's awesome for this one. And then I'm going to grab another one. This is Autumn Sunflower. If I wanted, again, I can totally take and probably add in some amaretto in replace of the Vanilla and White Sage for this fragrance recipe. The Ghostly Marshmallow would also kind of serve as a vanilla-based fragrance. If I wanted it to be maybe a hair or smoky, I could throw in some Fireside Vanilla. So I don't want you to think that you can't make this recipe if you didn't grab that. So, but for those of you that did, you know how awesome it is. All right, so we're going to go in with Autumn Sunflower, and then this is Vanilla White Sage. I'm calling this one Cozy Leaf Pile. Cozy Leaf Pile. And then this here is Rustling Leaves and Bark. I'm going to make a joke. We do not have leaf piles here in Texas. We have them in Illinois. Big leaf piles. There are no leaf piles. I was so sad when I realized that I do not have leaf piles in Illinois. I think I saw myself. Definitely. Maybe. Definitely. We're trying to get the book of faces there. Peach. Oh yeah, go add her to definitely the peach is really, really good. Thank you. Yay. Awesome. Oh, there I am. Awesome. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to need to be lower, so
that's okay. Hi, Facebook. Good to see everyone today. All right.
Paisley, know that Facebook is back.
Yeah, Facebook is back, Paisley, just FYI. All right, so we're going to come in with a couple scoops of each of these three. So this is Autumn Sunflower, Vanilla White Sage, and then this is the Rustling Leaves and Bark as my final fragrance. If you are a lover of, fresh but then warm fragrances, again, this is going to give you all of those vibes and then some. Yes, you ordered, Ruth? Good. Oh, I love it. Okay. So this fragrance here, yeah. All right, so this Autumn Sunflower in this exact blend, it gives me like floral vibes, and so that's what I think I love about this. This is such a nice fragrance. Very, very pretty. You got your Harvest Breeze? Yay! I'm going to answer that question here in just a second, Chastity, because that's a great question. They are very, very different. So Chastity just asked me to compare the Rustling Leaves and Bark and then the Acorn, or was it Rustling Leaves and then Rustling Leaves and Bark? Okay. So Rustling Leaves actually has more of a pine fragrance to it. They're very, very different. It is a very different fragrance. I don't have it here in front of me or else I would give you the fragrance notes. But off the top of my head, it's definitely a different fragrance than this. This has got notes of apple in it, whereas the Rustling Leaves, like I said, it has more of your, not like pine, like Christmas tree pine, but like more of a fresher pine fragrance to it. So thank you for sharing. You guys are so sweet today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got your Harvest Breeze. Good, 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 good. You ordered again? This is a good blend. It definitely is. Yes. If you guys are ordering, thank you for coming back on to the Book of Faces. I know it looks like we're getting it up and running again. I don't know what happened, so I do apologize. We've had some storms today here in Texas, so maybe that's part of what's happening. Sorry about that. All right, next up we're going to do Apple Orchard Cake. All right, so I'm coming in with some Funfetti cake batter. This is going to be total like gourmand bakery fragrance. Really, really good. Funfetti cake batter. Okay. And then and that's my base fragrance. And then I'm going to just pull in 2 of the apples. So this is another one that I'm going to take this green apple sour. And then I'm going to blend in some nuts for apples as well. Okay, so the 3 of these are going to combine. This is Apple Orchard Cake. So like I said earlier, I think adding another apple fragrance to this one is definitely what I want to do. Hi, Cammie. How are you today? Yeah, we're up and back on the book face. Sorry about that today. Yeah, thank you for rejoining. Bad weather here. Not exactly sure what happened. So thank you, thank you. Thank you, Christy. All right. Green apple sour, I think there's a lot. I want to say I blended this before with cherry as well, the cherry BOMB. That would be really good as well to try with that. I think warm apple pie is one. I want to say I might have that one up on the board, maybe. I might have made that one then here in a little bit. And then we're going to come in with some Funfetti cake batter and then some nuts for apples. So this is just a 3 fragrance blend. Basically, it boils down to just nuts and cake. Thank you. You ordered more Autumn Harvest. Melted it with our navels. Yes. Good. I love it.
Can't believe I'm going to say this, but did the speaker on here?
Yeah.
You gotta talk a little louder so we can.
I have to talk a little louder?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh.
Because of that speaker.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry,
I will. I
you.
can talk louder. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are they struggling to hear over on Facebook then
Just
a little bit? Okay.
Just a little bit because it's staticky. It's more so than anything.
Okay. Thank you. No, don't be sorry. Thank you for letting me know. If you guys need me to talk louder over there on Facebook, just ask. Alrighty. Let's see here. Apple and Funfetti cake blend makes my... Yes, Sabrina. I'm telling you. Actually, this is kind of an intriguing fragrance. Because this is a sour apple and this is a non-sour apple, and then it brings in some cake. I think if we wanted to, we can even throw in some more cinnamon to this. And it would even take it to another bakery level, but I didn't initially make it that way. It's echoing, but you can hear me. Okay, I do have a pretty good connection over on the TikTok. If you guys are struggling to watch on Facebook or pinkzebrahome.com. Definitely a good place to do. The apple Funfetti. Yeah, so good. All right. We're going to keep on going. I have so many more recipes and such. I had a lot of fun. I do want to talk about a couple things, though, that are sitting here in front of me that made their way back into the line. Yesterday, let's talk about this amazing accent shade here. I think I'm okay. Yeah, but thanks. I think it's a good. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this beauty. This is the Candle Glow Simmering Light. And it is, if you've ever been a part of PZTV, then you know I talk about this all the time, being the little black dress of simmering lights, because it goes with everything. And making its way back into the line yesterday was this incredible accent shade. This is the Grizzly Bear accent shade. You know, here at Pink Zebra Home, we have wax warmers that we call simmering lights. We also have simmer pots. Simmering lights pair up with your accent shades. So this is an accent shade. It's made out of wood. And it's very, very good quality. And he made a return to the line. So for those of you that have rustic homes, it is very pretty. I will tell you, look at the detail in this. Okay. So here on the back, you have a paw print. You have a fish. right? You have your holes in the head, in the back of the head, so that you can actually, the fragrance is going to emit through there. On the front, you have an open concept, so you're going to be able to see the light come, shine through with it. It's just exquisite. And I feel like, for somebody that has, that rustic home, or even if you don't have a rustic home, it's just a gorgeous, let's see here. It's echoing really bad. Okay. Yeah. Andrea, if you're struggling to hear, or any of you over on Facebook, come join us over on TikTok or on pinkzebrahome.com. That's probably, you have a better connection over there. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the echo today. I'm so sorry. All right. So I love it. Yeah, Mary, it's available. It came back. You have the bear and you love him. I know. Yeah, me too. And there were some other pretty ones too. Look at this one. I love this one. Gorgeous. So this is the Metal Gem Pumpkin. Yesterday I paired this up with this other simmering light because it's just too pretty to not show you. Look at this guy. Gorgeous. Look at that. That is the burnt orange glossy simmering light. Absolutely beautiful. I think that this is one of those pieces this here that just, it eludes elegance for sure. Okay, and then the last accent shade that made its reappearance was this cute little festive farm pumpkin. So cute. Definitely a lot of love for that one. I think that one's very, very pretty. We're not going to set that there because that's going to spill the wax. Hold tight. Set it right there. So this guy here made its return. So for some of you that, maybe are more prone to utilize decor that is not as, scary for Halloween, then this would be up your alley, right? This is metal, right? So cute. All right, so let's do a blend in this guy. This is like I said, this is the burnt orange. I feel like this is something that is gonna probably be around a while. It is so gorgeous, meaning I think we'll see it resurface again next year. It's been so popular. Beautiful burnt orange. We're gonna make a recipe called Floral Fig, and I'm gonna stick in this, So I'm gonna pull out two different fragrances here. Autumn Sunflower, right? So this is gonna be very, very floral, okay? So for those of you floral lovers, this is gonna be right up your alley. We're gonna make this blend in here, and then I'm gonna make a bag of it. I'm gonna use a scoop and a half of this Frosted Fig and Amber, right? Floral Fig is all I'm calling this one. And then this is Autumn Sunflower. So the two of these combine, and this is an absolute stunning fragrance. Very, very pretty, very floral, very nice. For those of you that like floral fragrances, this would be right up your alley. Anytime I ever blend in my dish, I just kind of usually just take my fingers and kind of mix it around. But you can see there, definitely fantastic. You want us to bring back the 3D Starburst? That was a really pretty one. I love that one. Send that into ideas and feedback if you definitely, if you want it to come back. We'd love to hear from you. All right, looks like we might be having some struggles over on, still over on Facebook. I apologize for that today, you guys. Sorry about that. All right, we're gonna make a bag of this Floral Fig. All right, I will be posting these recipes too, just so you know. So stay tuned. We will post those after the live. All right, so we're gonna come back in with some Autumn Sunflower and then some Frosted Fig and Amber. All right, two of these combined. Thank you, Lacey, for the likes. Do I have anyone? Ooh, I love this. That's really pretty. Do I have anyone that is brand new today to Pink Zebra, never seen before sprinkles? Anyone just tuning in for the very first time? If you are, drop it down in the comments, #newbie. I always love to hear from y'all if you are brand new to us. We are a one-stop shop basically for all home fragrance needs. Any of your spaces that you have in your home, we can fragrance it, and we do it in a really great way, but also non-toxic and headache friendly. So here soon, we're going to actually be coming out with a complete headache friendly list of said fragrances. If that is something that you are sensitive to, we're going to give you that complete list of fragrances that fall under that category, which is pretty cool. So stay tuned for that to be launching, if it hasn't already, really soon. So Val, welcome on in today. We're mixing some sprinkles. Yesterday we had a vault show. and it was absolutely incredible. So what I wanted to do is come on here and do a bunch of blends from the Vault Show. So every second and fourth Thursday of every single month, we have what we call a Vault Show, and that is where we basically open up the vault of all fragrances that we've had, a lot of fragrances we've had in the past that have been tried and true, and then we put them back into the line. So they're always while supplies last. But definitely it's always fun, and it's actually my favorite show because it's a lot of nostalgic fragrances. From time to time you'll see scents that you may not have seen in a while, and then some. So I'm gonna put the orange over here with the grizzly. I'm gonna see what he looks like over the top. I almost feel like the grizzly might show up a little bit better. Look at that. I kind of like that. I like this color. Hi there, happy Friday. It's good. Yay. I like that orange with it. We're going to do that. That's awesome. I don't know. I think I might even like that one a little bit better than I like the candle glow. Oh, dare I say it? Dare I say it? All right. I'm going to give you another bakery fragrance. This next one is called Caramel Woods. Caramel Woods. Caramel Woods, I think, happens to be the last fragrance. Let me look here. That is on the board. So the next, maybe. There might be more than one. Hold on. Acorn. Yep, that's the last fragrance that is on the board. So after this one, you're going to want to write some of these down, because then this is all going to be off the cuff. You can't wait to get that list. Yeah, I know. It's going to be fun, isn't it? What can I blend together to recreate the scent we used to have called Autumn Rain? Oh my goodness, Karen. I'd have to do a bunch of research for that one. Can anyone help Karen with that? I'd have to look at the fragrance notes, because I don't know if I know off the top of my head. What, do you have the fragrance notes that were in that one? All right, Caramel Woods. So I'm going to pull in, oh my goodness, you got to have some caramel, okay? Do yourself a favor and grab this one. Talk about delicious. Acorn Spice and Leaves, yum! And then last but not least, we're going back in for that Nuts for Apples. All right, Caramel Woods. So we're going to blend in. These are your two fragrances that made a return on the vault from yesterday. Okay. Both of these are fantastic. So here I have Nuts for Apples and then Acorn Spice and Leaves. And then we are going to come in with some Caramel Cauldron. Yes. PSA Caramel Cauldron, buttery caramel, brown sugar, creamy vanilla, delicious. Absolutely elevates any fragrance. Okay. Yeah, I know, Raylan. It is. Caramel Cauldron is one of my absolute favorites. Definitely fantastic. So, it is. It smells just, it brings back memories for me because it has a strong similarity to one of my absolute favorites, Ooey Gooey Caramel. And that was one of the very first fragrances that I ever purchased. And so it just smells delicious. All right. So Nuts for Apples, first fragrance. Then I'm coming in with the caramel. And then we're going to do this Acorn Spice and Leaves. All right. Why I think this is going to work before I smell this blend is, so this Acorn Spice and Leaves, that tail note is the amber. And if you know anything about amber, that's going to really warm this up. And this is a really warm blend. This is also a blend that I feel like is wonderful. Woohoo! You can't see everything. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ivy. So today we're having some issues with Facebook. If you jump over to TikTok or to pinkzebrahome.com, you should be able to see a lot more. Okay, Nuts for Apples. Nuts for Apples is our first fragrance. And then we have Caramel Cauldron. And then we have this Acorn Spice and Leaves. That is what we're blending right now. So Nuts for Apples, Caramel Cauldron, and then Acorn Spice and Leaves. Very, very good blend. Okay. All right. So this one, Caramel Woods. The Nuts for Apples has a caramel fragrance in it. So if you can see, that's kind of where my brain was going, is it ties it all in together. And then, of course, the amber that's in that. Ooh, that's good. Caramel Woods. That's so good. So what I think is intriguing with this is that front note on this. That's what it is I'm picking that up. So this is almost like an autumn hug is what I would describe this as. Like you get all of the autumn feels, a little bit of bakery, So no, I did not come up with Pink Zebra. I am just, I work here at corporate. My name is Beth. And I go live Monday through Friday. I have been a part of Pink Zebra for almost 12 years. So I have been around a very long time. But no, I didn't come up with it. So I'm just, I am the one that goes live on our socials. So that's me. I'm glad they're here today. Ask away any questions that you have. Would you mind sharing the pumpkin shades again with the orange simmering light? Yes. Yeah, the shade behind me. The shade behind me. Oh, this one. Yeah, absolutely I can. Let me, if you give me a second, I'll pull it out. All right, we're going to leave out this caramel cauldron because I'm going to make another blend with that. And then I'm going to pull out the vanilla and white sage. And then some pumpkin latte. So she's wanting to see this this pumpkin action shade. This is actually the reversible pumpkin. So this one here, let me show you. It's really pretty with this simmering light. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Okay, so this is gorgeous. Look at this light. How pretty is that? So pretty. Love that one. Let me show you though what it looks like with this. So this is the reversible pumpkin. This one made its way to a vault show a few weeks ago or a month ago maybe. One side is more Halloween, okay, than the other one. And it's very, very cute. So you can see here, there's one side. Then if we wanted to, we can turn it around and then the light shines through with that. Definitely. Thank you for giving those those fragrance notes. I wasn't sure off the top of my head. But then we also have this one made a return. I think this is the one that you wanted to see too. I really like this one. This is the metal gem pumpkin. You can see it's got different gems and such. So definitely. Yeah, caramel cauldron is really good. I will say I agree with you. Definitely. All right. This is going to totally make a mess. So give me a second. We're going to put that over there for now. We're going to swap these back out so I don't make a mess. So I don't want to make a mess. All right. Here we go. We'll put this one right back down there. So if was that everything that you wanted to see? You just ordered cashmere cedar? So good. You're going to love cashmere cedar. Hey, Morgan, what's up? How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see ya. Hopefully you've been playing bingo. All right, we're going to talk about vanilla pumpkin brew. You want to write this one down. So this next one that I'm going to give you, I don't have on my board. So this is just a traditional pumpkin coffee fragrance. So pumpkin spice latte made its way back into the line yesterday, and tons of you capitalized on this. This is next level amazing. Let them keep sleeping on frosted fig and amber. It is good, isn't it? That is a really pretty fragrance. Yes. All right, pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice, pistachio milk, and espresso bean. We're gonna take and make a vanilla pumpkin brew. You ordered Scent Flirt, and you're supposed to get the simmer light. Yes, simmering light. Yep, you are. All right, so we're going to come in with some of this vanilla white sage. Guys, amaretto cream would take this. Let me just see if I have it back here. Nope, I didn't. All right, amaretto cream would be perfect in this as a swap out, but we're going to use the vanilla and white sage. If you were lucky enough to get it yesterday, then you know how awesome it is. So what I want to talk about though is the fact that this pumpkin spice latte smells like a pumpkin spice latte. Exactly like, I think I just lost a gourd. Ooh. Okay. All right. So definitely good. Yeah, it is really, really pretty. I don't know if I can do that here. Hold on. The cartons are always easier, but this one didn't come in a carton yesterday. So if you grab it, you got to grab it in a bag. So just so you know, but it is an amazing fragrance. I think here we're just going to elevate it. I did this one earlier this morning, and I know it already smells really good. So caramel cauldron, pumpkin spice latte, and then last but not least, we're coming in strong with this vanilla and white sage. But like I said just a little bit ago, ghostly marshmallow would be okay to put in this. Even some amaretto cream would be wonderful to add to it if you don't have that as well. It will not return, unfortunately. So, oh man, I love that one. That is so good. I think, but like I said, hands down, amaretto would be perfect in this. So definitely don't worry about it. But caramel cauldron, yum. That's definitely elevating this. This is a really, really pretty blend. So for you pumpkin spice lovers that are out there, I feel like pumpkin spice is always a must in the fall, definitely. But I can get pumpkin spiced out, so I have to limit the amount of time that I order the pumpkin spice, because then it's like I move on to white chocolate and peppermint after pumpkin spice season and all the things. I know that my husband does not like pumpkin spice. He's not a pumpkin, like he likes to smell it but not drink it. So let's see here. Can I say the recipe again? Yeah, Sam, of course. So this is vanilla and white sage, pumpkin latte, pumpkin spice latte, and then caramel cauldron. I'm calling this one vanilla pumpkin brew. Grab some pumpkin spice latte. Is the pumpkin spice latte sold out? Surely it's not already sold out. I didn't know if, is somebody saying that it is? Let me see here. Pumpkin spice. Is it sold out, Steph? I didn't know it was sold out. Did it go? I'm not surprised because it's really good. It's a definite great one. All right. Oh yeah. All right, Morgan, I got a recipe for you if you like that frosted fig. All right, this next one, I wanted to take it more to like a perfume route. So this next one I am calling, latte is, okay. Shoot, I didn't realize it was sold out. Gosh, you guys grabbed up a lot of these recipes, definitely. Fall Mysteries. Okay, so we're gonna pair up together. This is kind of a romantic fragrance. Potion number 13 and Frosted Fig and Amber. Okay. So potion number 13 has fragrance notes of aquatic bergamot, tonka, and amber. Okay. Very amazing fragrance right there. Okay. And then we're coming in clutch with this Frosted Fig and Amber that launched on yesterday's show. And let me tell you, it's good. You got one for me? Okay. Whatever you got for me, let me know. Okay. So we're going to blend the two of these together, and I'm calling this Fall Mysteries. You got to write this down because I don't have this one on the board. So definitely write this one down. All right. So Frosted Fig and Amber launched on yesterday's fall. I love it. I think it smells amazing. Very, very pretty fragrance. For those of you that like feminine, maybe with a touch of, it's definitely, I wouldn't say overly feminine. It has the amber in it. It's just very pretty. It's a very, very pretty blend. That's incredible. I love this one. I think we could elevate this. I think I did this one yesterday with Flannel Blanket. I feel like you could pair Flannel Blanket with about any fresh fragrance and it'll elevate it. But this is really, really pretty, the two of these. And it's pulling the freesia, which is interesting. Thank you for that. Headache Friendly is live now. Pink Zebra Home just clarified. Headache Friendly fragrances are live on the website right now. So if you're over there shopping, you will get to see all of the Headache Friendly fragrances. That's so exciting. And if you've been thinking about joining our family, you can join for $1 next week. Oh, I'm letting cats out of the bag. After dark too, yeah, it would be. This is a really nice one though. Fall Mysteries, Potion 13 and Frosted Fig and Amber. Do that one. Thank me later. Yeah. Yes, so good. That blend is gonna, yeah, I know. I really like both of those. I love this one. I'll be really sad. You had to jump over to TikTok to view? Okay. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, Josh, I was totally thinking about you. We just announced it today. So it's going to be join for $1 next week. There's your sign. There's your sign, my friend. If you needed one. I know you've been thinking about it. All right. This next blend, actually, I want to say maybe the next 3 blends. Yeah. Okay. So the next 3 blends next 2 blends I do not have, 3. There's 3 there. I do not have names for. So I just kind of, this morning as I was standing here, just kind of threw some stuff together. And so let's see here. I've got Acorn Spice and Leaves. Okay. Acorn Spice and Leaves. We're going to pull that one in right here. And then I'm going to pull in some Cashmere Cedar. And then the third fragrance that I'm going to pull from is Fireside Vanilla. All right, so I don't have a name again for this one, but for those of you that like pretty fall fragrances, it's going to be right up your alley. Can't go wrong with this Both of these made a return on the Vault Show yesterday. That Vault Show was fire. There were so many fragrances that were on it. If you missed it, go grab some of that stuff. Did you say you were having a special to join? Val, there is a special, not me. I'm just the bearer of good news. There is going to be a join special that starts next week. Yes. So if you're thinking about joining our family, you should definitely stay tuned next week. And it's going to be $1. $1. So definitely want to spread the word for sure. Spread the word. Exciting stuff coming to you. So if you've been thinking about it, it's definitely a great time to join. Probably one of the best decisions I ever made. I was a consultant in the field for 10.5 years before I came to Pink Zebra Home. I am not a consultant anymore. I do work here at corporate here in Sugar Land, Texas. But I will tell you that it was an incredible 10.5 years. So definitely, if it's something that you ever have considered, you got to take it and do it next week. It's a buck. You got to do it. Got to give it a try. All right, this is my favorite of the day. This is it, right here. Acorn Spice and Leaves, Cashmere Cedar, and Fireside Vanilla. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Definitely do this one. All right, for those of you, like I said, that love, this is like, I you know what? I'm gonna call it. It's because I love. Well, the Cashmere Cedar has amber. There's amber in both of these. That's why I love it. And you know what's incredible is that when you start really digging into fragrance, and what I mean by digging into fragrance, I gotta grab a drink while I'm talking about this. A drink of water. Let me specify. Hold tight. Okay. Don't want to get crazy. I'm not getting crazy up in here. When you start digging into fragrance, though, and you start blending, that's what I love about Pink Zebra, is that it opens up an entire world to you, because then it's like you start to learn that you like this mixed with this and mixed with that and then some. And I just think that it's just fascinating to me how many times I've paired something with a certain fragrance, and then I've been like, wow, I never would have thought to do that. And then, it elevates it, or I try something new, or whatever it is. And that's the best part about Pink Zebra. If you think about it, when we have, over 70, sometimes 80 fragrances in the line at any given time, the sky's the limit. This is water, I promise. A dream would be to work at corporate. Aww. Live, and my customers make their own. Yeah, that's the best part about it. Thank you, Dawn. I have a fun job. I have an incredible one. Yes, Joel. Awesome. All right, so Cashmere Cedar, Acorn Spice and Leaves, and then this is some Fireside Vanilla here. So we're going to put that aside for now, and I'm going to throw in some other fragrances to the mix. Pumpkin bread is, I feel like this is the hero of the fall. You need it in your life. If you haven't tried it, do yourself a favor and grab some pumpkin bread. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. All right. I forgot that we have Facebook. So when I lean in, I forget that I have a camera over here too. All right. So pumpkin bread, and then we're going to mix in. So this is basically like your spiced pumpkin. A favorite of mine that launched on the last PZTV, pumpkin sugar cookie. For those of you that are part of Scentflirt, you know how awesome this one is. I put this in my warmer in my living room last night, and oh my goodness. This morning when I woke up, I put it in at I want to say it was in the afternoon. Whenever I got up this morning, my entire downstairs smelled like heaven. So I don't have a name for this one. This is just a basic blend. So for those of you that like pumpkin blends, this would be right up your alley. This is just, I would say, a comfort blend, an easy, kind of safe way to kind of dabble in blending, so to speak. Just two different pumpkin fragrances. Both of these I highly suggest. Great fragrances. So pumpkin sugar cookie smells amazing. Yes, it does. Definitely does. That's incredible. What? All right, we could even add in, let me see, hold tight. I didn't bring cinnamon over here. I think definitely some cinnamon would be fantastic in this, but I don't think you have to have it. I didn't initially pair it up, but do you see how, I didn't plan to do that, but then anything goes. Like you can totally take and add another fragrance in. You know, whatever you want it to be. Pumpkin bread and everything autumn. Yeah, I agree. Dawn says I have blueberry lavender and fresh laundry. That was a really pretty blend. I love that one, Dawn. Very, very good. This is good too. So definitely both of them. Pumpkin sugar is a good. Yeah. All right. The last blend that I had put together this morning is exactly another one of those fresh like baby hair romantic blends. Potion number 13 and then Flannel Blanket. Neither one of these launched on the Vault Show, but I really wanted to give both of these some love because, again, both amazing fragrances. Potion number 13 is your bergamot, tonka, and amber. Okay. And then Flannel Blanket has your sandalwood, your musk, and amber. Great fragrance right here. I made a candle on the live on, what day was that? Wednesday? On Wednesday's live, I made some candles. And I actually had both of these in. It's right here, to be honest. I had both of those in. And then I added in some cashmere cedar to that. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? We talked about these too. These are our glimmer glass candles. I talked about those on and gave some away actually on Wednesday's live. So if you were lucky enough to get one of these, it was all random. We gave away 25. Definitely grab this. I love this. This is mine here that I made. But I love it. I love it that we have different options. And, you know, if you are brand new to Pink Sea Brand, you've never experienced our products before, that's my favorite thing is that we can fragrance any of your spaces in any way that you want. I mean, if you're a room spray person, we've got you. You know, if you're a candle person, we've got you. We've got wax warmers. We've got diffuser oils. We even have an entire kitchen line that is incredible. So, as a matter of fact, if you've used the kitchen line, drop me a comment down. I'm just out of curiosity. If you've used our kitchen line before. Mariana says, I have those in red and green. Yeah, they're really pretty, aren't they? They're really, really pretty. If you've used our kitchen line, you know how incredible it is. So I actually left some multi-purpose cleaner the multi-purpose cleaner. Yes, I left that for my cleaning lady this morning, and I gifted it to her to try. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I like that kiwi melon too. It smells really good. That's a good one for the summer. There's a really good chance that I'm letting out a secret right now that you might see a new fragrance in the kitchen line coming to a PZTV near you on Tuesday. So if I were you, I would pay attention to maybe possibly see some things on Tuesday. New items. So exciting. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to let you guys, let's see here. I think that might be the end of my blending. I do have a ton, like I said, I'm going to post that board after a while. Is there anything else that I left out? Anything that you guys want to see that you didn't get to see? Do you want me to talk about a certain fragrance? What do you guys need? I'm happy to pull out some more. You love the wipes? Yes, I do too. I love all of it. I mean, the dish soap is incredible. The hand soap is incredible. I really like the Air Care Plus, the odor eliminating line. And I will say that I use that a lot. I use it in like my trash cans. I use it if the dogs are overly smelly. What I love about it is that it actually works. It works really great. Yeah, they are really great teacher gifts. And I feel like because everybody needs a good, dish soap / hand soap and then some. All right, my friends. Well, oh, thank you. Yes, absolutely. You know what? I'm always here to answer questions. So if you guys ever have any, all you got to do is ask. That is exactly what we do today. It looks like we are really struggling over on the Book of Faces. I do apologize for that today. Bad weather here in Houston, so that's exactly what happened. Sorry about that. You missed fresh air care. I would stay tuned, Georgina. I'm not going to say any more. I would stay tuned. You love the kitchen line? I know. So good. All right, I'm going to hop off here. I have a ton of bags that I'm going to blend for you guys. If you place an order, always let me know in the comments, sometimes when you guys do. I am definitely going to give you all the things. So stay tuned for the recipes are coming very soon. But I have a lot of bags to make because I have a lot of bag drops, right? So we're going to be doing that today. So if you place an order, you got a really good chance. I will see you guys on Monday. Monday, I've got surprises, big surprises, huge, and I can't tell you any more. Jill placed an order. Awesome, Jill. I should see that here in just a second. Awesome. All right, my friends. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Thank you for being the best part of my day. I'll see you soon. Bye.